Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about the new movie, Flight Risk. If you end up enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing. That way I never have to fly on a plane with a psychopathic Mark Wahlberg. Flight Risk is directed by the one and only Mel Gibson, and the synopsis is as follows. A U.S. Marshal boards a small plane to transfer a government witness to New York. As they cross the Alaskan wilderness, tensions start to rise as not everyone on the flight is who they appear to be. Instead of talking about the 6 things that make a movie great, I'm just going to share my spoiler-free thoughts on the film. Look, heading into this movie, I knew it wasn't going to be great. You watch one trailer and you think, this is the Cocaine Bear of the year. It's gotta be. But it was bad for different reasons than I thought it was going to be. Overall, the movie kind of plays out like a claustrophobic thriller because you're stuck on the plane for most of the movie. But that wasn't the worst part about it. Obviously, the visuals and CGI in this movie are absolutely horrible. And the first thing that you're jump scared with in this movie is a giant CGI moose. But there were some things in this movie that surprised me. Topher Grace was actually hilarious. But sadly, that was only 50% of the time. The other 50% of the time, he was an extremely annoying and unbearable character. Besides making a handful of really dumb decisions for the sake of plot armor, Michelle Dockery did a decent job as well. But Mark Wahlberg, I guess I had the most anticipation walking into this movie that he was going to be this dark and scary murderous character. And he was all those things. But he also was incredibly sexually explicit. Like, I'm talking what felt like almost 45 minutes straight of incredibly inappropriate sexual dialogue, countless jokes about homosexual rape, and just constant sexual comments directed at both Michelle Dockery and Topher Grace. And that part of his character was truly unbearable. Personally, my favorite character in the movie was a dude named Hassan, and he only gets like 10 seconds of screen time. But the 3 main characters in Mark Wahlberg, Topher Grace, and Michelle Dockery had parts about their characters that were okay, but so much of what they are were unbearable and stupid. And so that's what made this movie as bad as it was. There were multiple twists and turns that took place in the movie, and they were fine. And the ending of the movie I thought was okay and kind of funny. But overall, even though it's only an hour and a half, it was not a fun watch for me. And the thing about it is this. It's indicated pretty quickly that this movie is self-aware of the fact that it's nearly B-rated. And when a movie does that, it could actually be good. But because of all the annoying things and the sexually explicit comments that are just constantly coming from Mark Wahlberg, what could have had some campy B-rated promise became nearly unwatchable pretty fast. And for all those reasons, I have to give Flight Risk a 3.5 out of 10. This movie is not worth wasting your time or money at any point in your life to watch, especially since I'm fairly certain you'll start seeing memes involving Topher Grace and Mark Wahlberg fairly soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you've seen Flight Risk, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. As always, I appreciate your love and support, and I'll catch you guys and gals in the next one.